Jackson Drug in Sharon Springs and in It's time now for another Open Spaces Sports Live video streaming broadcast. And now your voice for today's event, the longtime veteran voice of Western Kansas, Rich Epp.
And welcome back here to Grinnell, Kansas, and welcome to the Gove County Classic. Rich Epp, Mark Carlton. Next second match of the day, the Weskan Coyotes and the Jackrabbits of Greeley County to take center stage as they'll take each other on here in the first round of their first game in this pool competition. Golden Plains, in case you missed it, knocked off St. Francis in 2 sets, 25-13, 25-18. Rich Epp along with Mark Carlton. Weskan in the purple, and the Jackrabbits of Greeley County, coached by Jordan Stewart, who has, we believe, made one of the great turnarounds in volleyball in Western Kansas in the last several years, taking on a Weskan team that's kind of rebuilding. They lost Genesee and they lost Aldridge from a year ago. She just came over and talked to us, as a matter of fact, freshman at Kansas State, but her sister's out there. But it's a team that's kind of in a rebuilding mode, Mark.
And they always seem to become pretty competitive, though. It really kind of surprising, a small school like that manages to rebuild and stay competitive. Before you made your appearance in Kansas back in the 90s, Weskan won back-to-back state championships in 1A. So that's pretty impressive. They have a history of pretty good sports in Weskan, Kansas, including the one and only Kevin Cox, a graduate from Weskan High School, who lit up the basketball nets for an average of 30 points a game thereabouts. So, wow, that's pretty good. That's better than your record at Mingo, isn't it? Well, a little bit better than the Mingo record, yes. I'm going to climb up here, get ready to run the camera, and you call the action. All right. Rich Epp, multitasking. He's going to be running his mouth and running the camera, and he can do both, let me tell you. Well, try to. There you go. I'm looking forward to seeing the Jackrabbits play. They have been much improved this year. Well, actually, the last couple of years, and Jordan building that program literally from the ground up. Coach Bachwinkle kind of started that, and then Jordan took over and continued. And it was painful for her the first few years, as her girls just were not competing up to the level she would have liked to have them compete, but they are getting there now, much improved. They're going to start number 8, Raylyn Welch. They're also going to start number 22, Grace Witham. Going to start a very tall sophomore, Mela Reynolds. Also out there is Maddie Brandel, the libero, Genesis Valenzuela, and senior Cameron Yeomans. The other side of the net, number 12, Blakely Aldridge. She's joined there by Bree Allen, who's going to try to do some setting for him. Ari Okeson, number 20. Looks like she's lined up in the front row as well, although she's playing way back, just the way they have it lined up. Tatiana Vincent back on the back row. It's bounced up, and here comes J.C. Allen, who is on the back row. Didn't call her name. Valenzuela with a good dig. Bandel with a putback. It's going to be rolled over by Okeson. And there was a big gal. Vincent. Reynolds. He'll put back. And Weskan takes the early lead. Bree Allen back to serve. Tatiana Vincent in the back row for Weskan. And she's joined there by Stephanie Rother, and a second point scored off the serve that time. Mark, that's Rother. Rother. And Bree Allen puts the ball in play again. She fires it from way back. Valenzuela gets it up to Reynolds, and Reynolds pushes it into the net. So the Coyotes up by 3, and here comes another Allen serve, a low nasty thing, dug out by Brando. We have a set for Reynolds, puts it over the net that time. High set, cross court to number 6, Allen. Yeoman rolls it into the net on the Jackrabbit side. So the Jackrabbits find themselves in a little hole here early against the Coyotes as Bree Allen goes back to serve it again. Her serve goes into the back row, and decision made at the last minute to pull up and not play it, and it was the right call as it went long. So that's going to send Cameron Yeomans back to serve. Senior puts it in play, but puts it long.
We mentioned Aldridge. Shane Aldridge, I see, just pulled in. Shane Aldridge, of course, had a battle for his life a year ago. Didn't know if he'd ever get to come back to Western Kansas, ever get to see his kids again. And steady, and surely the good Lord is healing his body and making miraculous strides. He's still in the wheelchair, but there'll be a day when he won't have to be in that wheelchair.
Mancia in to serve. Here comes the kill attempt off of the block of Welch. That time Welch in the center just sends it out of the ballpark. Checking in for Weskan, number 1, and I don't have a number 1 on my program, so I'm not sure who that is. I'll try to find out during the timeout. And she serves it way long. Maddie Brandel back to serve. Brandel, low, nasty little thing. Rother keeps it alive, and it's finally pushed over by Aldridge. Brandel with a set, and here comes a putback by Brianna Hill. That's not going to get back over the net. It's Desiree McQuillan. So McQuillan is number 1.
Well, we got her help in a hurry. Desiree, not number 5, but number 1, freshman.
Right. Ball put in play by J.C. Allen. Set high for Brandel and then pushed over by Welch. Then bumped back across that time by Allen. Kept alive by Witham, and then no one could handle it from there. So Allen to serve. She puts a long serve into play and gives a point to the Coyotes. Excuse me, the Jackrabbits. I like the fact that they have real Kansas mascots here, a Jackrabbit and a Coyote. What could be more Kansas than that?
Yeah, there you go.
Serve that's not coming back. Tatiana Vincent back to serve it again. Serve comes in, sent high in the air by Witham and then sent across by Brandel. High set cross court. Flat foot put back by Aldridge, not coming back. Timeout taken by the Jackrabbits. We'll take a timeout too. Score is 10-5 in favor of Weskan.
We get it. You don't normally go looking for a bank, but you might spot us anyway. You'll see us volunteering in your communities. You'll see our team members at your neighborhood block parties. When you come in, you'll see us go above and beyond to find solutions to any questions, big or small. We're TBK Bank, and you'll see that we stand for helping the people and businesses in our communities succeed. TBK Bank. Visit us online at tbkbank.com. TBK Bank SSB, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, folks. Score is 10-5. Weskan off to an early lead. Tatiana Vincent's doing the serving, and she just served it long, so that's one of the things you hope will happen out of the timeout, that a server will be cooled off Raylan Welch, sophomore, goes back to serve it. She puts it in play. Allen receives it, and then it's finally pushed over the net by Rother. Reynolds has her shot blocked by Rother. Comes back to the Jackrabbit side of the net. And one hit off the rafters by Yeoman. Comes down too fast. And it's 11-6. As Rother goes back to serve. Puts one in play, sent high in the air that time by Hill, and then rolled into the net by Brandel. Rother to serve it again. She slaps it into play, dug out, but sent across, and that's an easy kill opportunity in the middle, that time for Blakely Aldridge. Stephanie Rother to serve it again. Here it comes. Sent across the net right there by Witham, and then pushed out to the back row. Kept alive, and that's battered around. Great putback that time by Allen. Rother to serve it again. The Coyotes on a roll in this game. They get it into the back row, sent high into the air by Valenzuela, and finally put back over the net by Yeomans. Here comes a put back in the corner, caught the corner, nicely placed that time by number 2, Bree Allen. Rother throws that one into the net, gives the free point to Greeley County. Brianna Hill back to serve. Here comes her serve. Bump forward, cross court, set. That was way outside that time, and Okeson put it into the out-of-bounds stick. Hill to serve it again. Jackrabbits in a deep hole. Set in the middle, over Reynolds. Then put back and down by the Jackrabbits. I believe that was Hill. Hill back to serve now. Here comes her serve, way to the back row. Get a good pass on it, get a good set in the middle. Here comes a kill attempt by Aldridge, and that's in. Seven-point lead right now for Weskan. Allen, flat-foot serve, goes to Brandel. Bumped high in the air, back to Brandel. She pushes over. Couldn't see the number, happening too fast. Here comes Reynolds. Bumped high in the air and then sent back over by Allen. Yeomans. Put over by Hill. And then a little decision as to who was going to play that. Finally, it was Allen, and she played it out of bounds. Yeomans drops back to serve for Greeley County. One of 2 seniors on the Greeley County team, and she serves it a little long that time. Missed it by about a foot. So Blakely Aldridge drops back to serve it. Here comes her serve, goes into Valenzuela. Gets a pass to Hill, too near the net. But they manage to get it back across, and then it's put back right on that back line by Allen. Timeout taken. The Coyotes up 18-10. Weskan on top.
Dixon Drug in Sharon Springs and in Tribune are there to take care of all your pharmaceutical needs. Your prescriptions can be filled at both locations, plus they have over-the-counter medicines as well. And then when it comes to finding those things for your home, you can find it at Dixon Drug in Tribune, Kansas, your complete department store. Everything you'd ever want for the home or maybe the garage, you can find it at Dixon Drug in Tribune, Kansas.
E&H Farms are a proud sponsor of the Weskan Coyotes, and they'd like to wish.
We'll come back to that message next time out. Right now, it's Blakely Aldridge back to serve. Her team is up by 8. Here comes her serve. Goes into Yeomans. Sent high by Hill and sent over by Reynolds. And then rolled back over by Allen. Hill sets to Brandel, who rolls it to the back row. Good reception, and then flat foot kill. Dug out by Valenzuela. Brandel flat foot to the back row to Rother. Cross courts. Actually, it's set in the center that time for Allen again. Brandel pushes it over the blockers. At the net. Battle at the net. Won by Allen. It drops on Greeley County's side of the net. And that's going to send Aldridge back to serve it again. 19-10. The Coyotes have been in control from the very beginning. Whittem rolls it back across to the back row to Aldridge. And now Allen jumping up against Reynolds. Reynolds won at that time as it falls onto the Coyote side of the net. Reynolds is checking out now as Bree Allen, looking at the wrong program. Claudia Mancia checks in to serve. Her hard serve, Lynch. Oh, just missed. McMillan, the libero, comes in.
Which is it?
I don't know. I'm having trouble saying it today, and I never have trouble saying it, but today I'm struggling. McMillan not struggling on that serve because that's a nasty thing, and it is going to go out of bounds. They get it back over the net, but too far, too wide. McQuillan back to serve again. Gets it into Brandel. Brandel sends it really high, and then it gets back to Brandel. But Allen was there, and it drops between several players. I've seen Brandel in the past get on a roll from the service line. And Greeley County needs something like that to happen right now because they are really in a hole. Brandel with a knuckleball serve that catches that corner. No, it did not. It did not.
Just out of bounds.
I was looking at the wrong line. I was looking at that kind of white line there rather than the blue line that is the out of bounds line. Put in play by J.C. Allen. Brandel rolls it back. It might have been on the line, but Millen played it. Goes to Yeomans and then finally rolled over by Whittem. Pushed over by Bree Allen to the back row, and then Brandel just rolls it. Kept in play. Aldridge sends it across to Brandel. Bounced inbounds and then finally put into the net by Hill. J.C. Allen back to serve. Her serve goes to the back row, sent all the way to the rafters. Hill gets it in bounds. Welsh puts it across. And then it's put down. I think that was Aldridge doing that, doing the damage. J.C. Allen again. Slaps it into the back row where Yeomans passes it forward to Brandel, and then Hill pushes it to the back row to Aldridge. And it's been packed across by Bree Allen. Rolled over there by Welsh. Pushed back over again by Welsh as it came back. And it's going to go. The point is, the Jackrabbits, I didn't see the call. Did you see the call, Rich?
Yeah, that was over the net. It's
okay.
Game point is over. Well, check it. 24-15. They've got to go on a roll here. They have no room for error.
Whitham is serving. And she serves a nasty one that's going to score. Oh, player went hard into the bench. I'm glad to see J.C. Allen pop back up. You and I would still be down there. They'd be calling the ambulance people to help us.
That they would.
Grace Whitham back to serve it again. And that's going to be an ace.
Grace is thinking this is the place.
Yeah. And timeout taken by Weskan. We'll be back to score game point.
E&H Farms are proud sponsor of the Weskan Coyotes, and they'd like to wish the Coyotes good luck in both academics and athletics this year. That's E&H Farms wishing the Coyotes a successful year. You work hard for your money. Let the friendly folks at the Eastern Colorado Bank help. They serve the area through ag, commercial, and mortgage and customer loans, and investment center, online banking, and much, much more. That's the Eastern Colorado Bank, working hard to make banking easy for you.
Chris Eck of Eck Agri-Services in Weskan wants you to know they understand the importance of agriculture in the Wallace County and the Weskan area. And for all your chemical and fertilizer needs, make sure you contact Chris Eck at Eck Agri-Service. He also is your Agri-Gold seeds dealer. So contact Chris Eck at 785-821-3409. That's 785-821-3409.
Ball put in play, another ace by Grace Whitham. (24-18). Here comes the Whitham serve. Sent forward by Allen. Allen. Then it's set over the net, and Welsh just used a fist to send it to the back row.
Greeley County now mark another point or two, and they're going to be right back in here, even though they have no errors. Remember, it was 24-14.
Yeah, they're fighting off game points every time they put the ball in play. Allen digs it out, pushed across the net. And here comes Yeoman pushing it over the blockers. Cross-court set. Vincent sets it to Rother, rolls along the net. Hill keeps it alive. Brandel pushes it across. Then it's dinked across that time by J.C. Allen. Here comes Yeomans, firing it to the back row where McQuillan handles it. Rother off the blocks, and Rother's going to score the winning point in this first game as the Weskan Lady Coyotes take it 25-19. Rich and I will be back after these words from some of our broadcast boosters.
Prices located in the Weskan, Kansas area. That's Eck Agri-Services.
Farmers Choice Insurance is an independent insurance agency specializing in agriculture insurance and wants you to come see the ladies Denise and Margaret in Weskan or Rhonda and Cheyenne Wells about all of your crop insurance needs. Give them a call today and let Farmers Choice Insurance go to work for you.
Megan Cavaney at the Farmer's Daughter Mercantile in downtown Tribune invites you to visit their beautiful store. It features home decor, clothes, including jeans and plus sizes, athletic clothes, also yoga pants, and jewelry and accessories are available at the Farmer's Daughter Mercantile. Plus, they feature a flower shop. For weddings, funerals, and fresh flowers for that special occasion, it's all available at the Farmer's Daughter Mercantile at 418 Broadway in Tribune, Kansas.
Gooch's Foods of Tribune is your venture food store, and they're open 7 days a week. Check out Gooch's Food and Tribune for all your grocery needs, fresh meats, produce, and dairy products, and much, much more. That's Gooch's Food of Tribune. Hennick Lumber and Supply in Sharon Springs is a complete hardware store where you'll find anything for your farm or home. Hennick also features lumber sales and more in Sharon Springs and Wallace County, Kansas. That's Hennick Lumber and Supply.
At Premier Ag, they know that seedsmanship is what truly sets Channel apart from other seed brands. It's being with you on your farm, assessing your conditions, diagnosing your challenges, and then recommending the best solutions specific to your needs. The Aldridge boys, Shane and Aaron, understand that working with you 365 days a year, they'll help you reach your goals. They're your Channel seed reps in Wallace County. That's Premier Ag. J-Rod's Tire Service in Sharon Springs, Kansas is there to take care of all your tire needs. That's right, new tires, used tires, oil changes, small repairs. You can find him at J-Rod's in Sharon Springs, Kansas. Give him a call at 785-821-1141. And don't forget, he also offers on-the-farm tire service. Tractor tires, tires for the combines, truck tires, and of course passenger tires, all available. Brand names you can trust at J-Rod's Tire Service in Sharon Springs, Kansas.
Oxtown Cattle Feeders north of Tribune, Kansas is a dependable quality provider that offers custom cattle feeding and care. Experienced personnel give attention to detail and consistent care for your cattle. They have the capacity of 20,000 head and they should be your first choice for cattle feeding. Cattlemen can always count on Oxtown Feeders. At Oxtown Feeders, they are also a member of the Kansas Livestock Association. Supporting the Jackrabbits is the Oxtown Cattle Feeders.
Welcome back, folks. We have just finished the first set, which was won by Weskan, 25-18. And Weskan starts out by giving a gift off the service to the Jackrabbits. Back to serve. Brianna Hill sends her serve in the back row. It's sent back across to Hill. Yeomans cross court to Brandel. Brandel fires it right down the line. And Greeley County starting a little better than they did in the last game as they found themselves in a hole very early. Now they jump out to a 2-point lead. Hill back to serve it again. Her serve sent into J.C. Allen. Back to J.C. She gets it into Valenzuela. Brandel sets it really high for Reynolds. Reynolds sends it to the back row to Rother, who sends it out of bounds. And 3 quick points for the Jackrabbits. Brianna Hill back to serve it again. Slaps one into play. Rother sends it back across. Valenzuela gets the pass. And Yeomans pushes it over the blockers. That one sent really high, too near the net. Reynolds pushes it down.
What a difference a match makes, or a set makes.
Yeah. Somebody sent the wake-up call to the Jackrabbits. Allen pushes it into the net. So just as in the last game, Weskan started with a big service run. Now Greeley County's doing the same. Good serve. Rother sends it high. Allen sends it deep across to the other side. Here comes Reynolds. Fires it off the blockers. Rother couldn't get there. Allen to serve again. Greeley County up by 6. Serve goes into Allen, too near the net. As going up high, Mila Reynolds just hits it off the head of the young lady on the other side of the net.
One more point, I think Weskan may call a timeout.
Yeah, you can see they're thinking about it. Serve goes in, that goes way up, hits some plumbing that's holding the back stop up. No timeout taken yet, just some exhortation from the coach. Come on, gals. 8-0. Here comes Hill's serve. Another good serve. Goes to the back row. Bree Allen manages to get it up to Aldridge, who gets it across. Reynolds flat puts it to the back row off Rother's hand and out of bounds. 9-0. Doesn't look like the same team this game, does it?
Just doesn't.
Allen serve. Again, a good one. Going to be an ace as Tatiana Vincent could not handle it, and there comes the timeout. 10-0's our score in this one. The Jackrabbits of Greeley County on top.
Pierce Lumber Company has offered quality building supplies for all your building needs in the Tribune area since 1983. They specialize in ready-mix concrete, hardware for all of your needs, windows, roofing, doors, metal, siding, and much, much more. That's Pierce Lumber Company in Tribune, Kansas.
Plains Mountain Truck and Equipment is a full-service truck tire shop with over 26 years of experience. They feature Goodyear tires, used trucks and trailers, and they're your authorized Caterpillar parts dealer of Sharon Springs.
Premier Ag Insurance is making a difference one policy at a time. That's Premier Ag Insurance in Weskan. For all your property and casualty insurance for the farm and multi-peril crop insurance in the field. See Shane Aldridge at Premier Ag Insurance.
We get it.
Dixon Drug in Sharon.
All right, folks, I'm fixing the scoreboard. I kind of messed it up between games. I'll get that taken care of the next time out. But the score is 11-0 in favor of Greeley County.
They are on a roll.
Here comes the serve. Another good serve. Dropped to Allen. Had to go back to get it. Reynolds playing really well at the net right now. That time they put it past her. She hits it back across that time, and Rother has it go off of her fist and out of bounds. Substitution made. As McQuillan checks in. That serve goes awry. And a terrific service run comes to an end. 12-1's your score. As Blakely Aldridge steps back to serve. She gets it to Reynolds near the net. Reynolds has an opportunity, fires it off the blockers, and it's going to stay down. Greeley County really smoking here in the second game of this set. Yeoman's back to serve. And it's kept alive and sent over. Sent back by Brandel. That one's going to stay down. Great play by Vincent initially to get it back over the net, but then relentless attack by Greeley County earns the Jackrabbits a point.
Jordan Stewart's probably thinking, why didn't we get a few of these points in the first game?
And there you have a point scored by Weskan. As Whittam couldn't get it across the net there. McQuillan drops back to serve. Desiree McQuillan puts it in to play, sent high by Whittam, and then back to Whittam as she rolls it across to the back row. We have a set in the middle for Rother. Yeomans, Brandel. Great job by Bree Allen to keep it alive. Here comes J.C. Allen putting it across to Hill. Then batted across by Whittam. And it's going to stay down. 15-2. Reynolds, having put in some good minutes there at the net, comes out. And checking in, Claudia Mancia. Mancia sends one. Allen made a great attempt. Bree Allen to get under that one. Couldn't make a clean play on it. Sends it into the bleachers. Mancia to serve again. 16-2. Greeley County in control at this point. And there's one that's just out. And that's going to send J.C. Allen back to serve. It's going to bring Reynolds back in. She'll be playing on the back row here. Ball put in play. Reynolds gets a nice pass on it. They bump it up, and Brandel's going to push it over the blockers where it's going to be handled there by Vincent and then eventually sent back over Reynolds. And that's rolled over by Welsh. Bree Allen sends it to Brandel, kept in play by Hill. Reynolds tried to hit it from the back row, hit it into the net. She's coming out after a brief foray on the back row, and the libero, Genesis Valenzuela, comes in. J.C. Allen to serve. Here comes her serve. Dug out by Valenzuela, but sent into orbit. (16-5). Allen to serve it again. That was bumped forward by Yeomans, and now Hill pushes it across to the back row. where it's going to eventually be put back over by Allen, and it's not coming back. And so the Coyotes found themselves in a deep hole. They're still in that hole, but they have cut the lead. It's now 16-10, and they have a nice service run of their own going on as J.C. Allen prepares to put it in play. She does so. Nice serve. Valenzuela gets a pass on it. Hill. Brandel pushes it over, and that's staying down. Nice spot on the floor for that little dink.
Kind of a collision. This gal's a good server.
Pretty good player. Maddie Brandel. Senior, that's what you want from your seniors. Welsh pushes it hard to the back row. McQuillan was there. Here comes Rother with a kill. Valenzuela gets it into the net, and that's going to stay down. 17-7. As the Jackrabbits are able to maintain a 10-point lead. Back to serve it, try to get into that lead is Tatiana Vincent. She sends it in to Yeomans. Brandel sends it up to Hill. Hill sends it back to McQuillan. We have a set by Allen, and then it's put into the net that time by Blakely Aldridge. Grace Whittam back to serve. She had some success in the first game with her service. Rother pushes it over the block of Welsh. It's in the air, put across by Hill, and she just found a nice spot on the floor.
The first time I met Whittam, she was working at her grandma's store at Dixon Drug in the new coffee area there, the new coffee shop.
Yeah, you mentioned that she waited tables for you.
Well, she didn't wait for me. She served me.
Served you. Did you leave her a good tip?
Well, I hope I did. Think I did.
Rother gets it off the tape. Rother with another play at the net. Great play at the net that time by several ladies.
This is a different Greeley County team that we're seeing playing here than we did the first game.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's the same team out there, isn't it? They've just really turned it around and turned it on. Put in play again by Whittam. Nice putback that time by Aldridge. And then bumped over by Welch to Aldridge. And then rolled over by J.C. Allen. Welsh again, and that time
that
right
hit the
on
line.
See the smile on her face, like, oh boy, that was fun. Maybe a little lucky, but hey. Grace Whittam puts it in play one more time, dug out by McQuillan. Allen, and then pushed over by...
Can't hit the candy stick.
Yeah, hit it into the stick that time. Aldridge doing that, trying to get it back over. Here comes the serve, sent high in the air, high set in the middle for Rother. Rother over the block of Welch. Hill bumps it cross court. Here comes Yeoman, hard kill down the line, no good. Kill attempt, I should say.
I was informed that I should not sing Sammy Davis Jr.'s The Candyman Can.
Well, you've done that in the past.
I have.
Not well, but you've done it.
Well, I've learned some things about the Candyman song.
Yeah. A little drug.
I didn't have any idea. That'll show you how
I didn't either.
Well, I grew up in Mingo.
Yeah, I thought it was about a nice candy store, and Sammy Davis Jr., nice candy man. Who knew?
I sure didn't.
Rother to serve. Here comes the ball being slapped in. Dug out by Yeomans and somehow knocked over, but I think it was lifted.
They said it was a lift. Boy, if that's not a lift, that's a great play.
Yeah. Rother to serve it again. Here comes her serve. Whittam sends it to the rafters. Brandel gets it into the net.
I was just trying to spruce up the broadcast that day.
Yeah.
With my great singing.
Yeah, the Candy Man makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious. You can even eat the dishes, I understand. Yeomans fires it off the net and down. Valenzuela checks out. Reynolds checks in to play the front row. Welsh puts it in play. Her serve is handled, and it's going to be sent back across by J.C. Allen to Welsh. We have a high set for Yeomans, who
hit it out of the barn.
Yeah, she got under that one.
It's like we're going to have a third game coming up, Mark.
Yeah, unless there's a terrific comeback here. 23-13. Welsh sends it in the rafters, and it's rolled over by Hill. Great reaction. Sent back across. Brandel with the serve. Here's her set, and Reynolds just missed that back line. And Greeley County is way in front. But they need to be careful not to coast. Valenzuela rolls it across. Good defense. Reynolds with a block that goes down inbounds on the other side of the net. And it's game point for Greeley County. Hill to serve. Drops one into the other side to Allen. And that's in the net. So the Coyotes fight off a game point. Blakely Aldridge back to serve. Her serve handled by Brindle. We have a set for Reynolds, who just pushes it over the block. Sent back over by Vincent. Valenzuela gets it to Yeomans. Yeomans dinks it and sent back across by Aldridge. And then Brandel with a kill. And that's going to stay down, and that's going to be it for this game, and we're tied up. 25-15.
One game apiece. Back in a moment.
We get it. You don't normally go looking for a bank, but you might spot us anyway. You'll see us volunteering in your communities. You'll see our team members at your neighborhood block parties. When you come in, you'll see us go above and beyond to find solutions to any questions, big or small. We're TBK Bank, and you'll see that we stand for helping the people and businesses in our communities succeed. TBK Bank. Visit us online at tbkbank.com. TBK Bank SSB, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dixon Drug in Sharon Springs and in Tribune are there to take care of all your pharmaceutical needs. Your prescriptions can be filled at both locations, plus they have over-the-counter medicines as well. And then when it comes to finding those things for your home, you can find it at Dixon Drug in Tribune, Kansas, your complete department store. Everything you'd ever want for the home or maybe the garage, you can find it at Dixon Drug in Tribune, Kansas.
E&H Farms are proud sponsor of the Weskan Coyotes, and they'd like to wish the Coyotes good luck in both academics and athletics this year. That's E&H Farms wishing the Coyotes a successful year. You work hard for your money. Let the friendly folks at the Eastern Colorado Bank help. They serve the area through ag, commercial, and mortgage and customer loans, an investment center, online banking, and much, much more. That's the Eastern Colorado Bank, working hard to make banking easy for you.
Chris Eck of Eck Agri-Services in Weskan wants you to know they understand the importance of agriculture in the Wallace County and the Weskan area. And for all your chemical and fertilizer needs, make sure you contact Chris Eck at Eck Agri-Service. He also is your Agri-Gold seeds dealer. So contact Chris Eck at 785-821-3409. That's 785-821-3409. For prices located in the Weskan, Kansas area, that's Eck Agri-Services.
Farmers Choice Insurance is an independent insurance agency specializing in agriculture insurance and wants you to come see the ladies Denise and Margaret in Weskan or Rhonda and Cheyenne Wells about all of your crop insurance needs. Give them a call today and let Farmers Choice Insurance go to work for you.
Welcome back, everyone. We're in Grinnell, their beautiful high school gymnasium with a just a beautiful floor. The way they've stained the wood and everything.
Yeah, it's a great facility now, really. It's a good facility before, but this whole place is brighter.
We get started with the service error. Bree Allen puts the ball into the net. First point then goes to Greeley County as Brianna Hill, who had an incredible service run in the last game, sends one into Rother. Valenzuela to Hill to Brandel, who sends it to Rother. Here comes Hill with a great dig, and Yeoman sends it into outer space, but it was on this side of the out of bounds, the candy cane that marks out of bounds. And so we're tied up at 1 apiece as Aldridge goes back to serve, puts it in play, sent high, and then eventually over for a nice point. Grace Whittam got that started. Serving's going to be Yeoman's. Yeoman's serve goes in the back row to Rother. Rother gets it into Okeson, who rolls it over. Reynolds gets it back. Reynolds again, and that time it stays down.
Reynolds is becoming a more effective player almost every game.
Yeah, when you're tall like that, sometimes it takes your coordination a little bit to catch up with you, but you can see it happening, and she's going to be a force to be reckoned with over the next few years. Yeoman's, she muffs that serve and gives the free point.
Misplayed it.
McQuillan, Desiree McQuillan comes in to do some serving, play some back row defense. McQuillan's a 5'5" freshman. Sends it in, dug out by Yeomans. High set for Reynolds. Sends it back. McQuillan does a nice job getting a pass on it. Reynolds, that block at the net.
See, the thing about it is she can hit the ball, she can block the ball. She has a lot of versatility.
And she's going to rotate out as they're going to bring in Claudia Mencia to do some serving here. Greeley County's up by a couple. Mencia's serve goes in to Allen. And then Rother gets it over to Welsh. Back in bounds. Brandel rolls it across to McQuillan, who gets it to Vincent. Here comes Rother pushing it to the back row where Yeomans is waiting. We have a set by Hill, and then Welsh pushes it into the Rother block, and it rolls off of her and into the net and to the floor. 5-2. Greeley County on top. Mencia puts the ball in play, and that's going to be an ace, as Aldridge could not handle it. Mencia prepares to serve it again. Her serve goes the back row to Allen. High one. And here comes Rother pushing it past the blockers and down. Nice spot on the floor for that one. That's going to send J.C. Allen back to serve. Her serve comes in. Yeomans gets a pass up to Whittam. Yeomans puts it in the net, and Welch gets it across. Allen, here comes Rother, pushing it back to Vincent, sends it high in the air. Hill gets it over to Brando, who just pushes it over the net, and then it comes back, and Welch pushes it back over, and here comes a putback by Allen. Bree Allen comes down fast as it hit the rafter, and Whittam couldn't make a play on it, and it's a point for the Coyotes. J.C. Allen to serve it again. Here comes her serve. Valenzuela sends it high. Brandel sends it up and barely cleared the net. And it's going to be rolled back across to Valenzuela. Rother had a play on it at the net and then sent into the bleachers by the Jackrabbits. It's just a 1-point lead for Greeley County as Allen prepares to serve again. Here comes her serve, and they say it's long, and it is long. Brandel to serve it. Addie Brandel's serve goes into the back row where Aldridge almost got it out of play, but they get it back in, and Rother puts it back across, and it's going to stay down.
Whittem could not get on top of that ball to drill it.
Vincent puts it in play. Valenzuela gets a good pass on it. We have a cross-court set. Here goes Hill. Vincent sends it back. Aldridge sends it in, and Allen sends it across. Brandel sets again, and this time it's just bumped across by Whittem. Allen with a set, and Aldridge bats it across, trying to catch that sideline on the other side of the court, but sends it a little long. So Whittem back to serve. And her serve goes to Aldridge, batted across by Allen. Brandel with a set for Yeoman, who dinks it over the blockers who were set. McQuillan sends it to her counterpart, or the libero on the other side. Valenzuela, and Rother sends it back to Valenzuela, sent high into the rafters by Witham, and then sent across by Welsh. Aldridge puts it back across. We got a good volley going here. Brandel sets it for Hill, and Hill.
Weskan in the net.
And it would have stayed down anyway, I think, but the whistle blows, and the point goes to the Jackrabbits. Here comes Witham, putting it way back to McQuillan, who gets a nice pass on it. And just out. Good effort to try to catch that sideline there by Allen. Witham sends it in to Allen. Gets it up to the other Allen, who sets for Rother, who gets it to Brandel. Brandel, pass couldn't be handled at the net by Welsh. And Rother now drops back to serve. And the serve low and into the net. So Welch is back to serve, and she drops one to Vincent. Allen with a high set, Bree Allen. And then Aldridge is stuffed at the net, but does it stay in bounds? No, it does not. It goes out of bounds off of the block of Vincent. Bree Allen trots back to do some serving. Greeley County up 11-8. Valenzuela comes in for Welch to play that back row defense. And some issues at the scorer's table. Just checking things out. And here comes Bree Allen's serve. A good low serve. Whittem, though, gets it high in the air, goes onto the other side of the net. That's not really what you want to do. Valenzuela gets it to Brandel and Hill, who knock a line drive return across the net. Brandel that time pushes it deliberately. Rother unable to make the play she wanted on the ball. She got a pass, but it was into the net, and her teammates could not dig it out. So that's going to send Hill back to serve. 12-8 your score. The Jackrabbits with the lead. Allen pushes it across. Brando gets it to Reynolds, who sends it to Rother in the back row, and here comes Allen firing it low off the net. Good attempt, but it's sent back across by Allen once it came back to her, and that's going to score for the Jackrabbits. And a timeout is taken. The score is 13-8, Greeley County with the lead.
Megan Cavaney at the Farmer's Daughter Mercantile in downtown Tribune invites you to visit their beautiful store. It features home decor, clothes, including jeans and plus sizes, athletic clothes, also yoga pants, and jewelry and accessories are available at the Farmer's Daughter Mercantile. Plus, they feature a flower shop. for weddings, funerals, and fresh flowers for that special occasion. It's all available at the Farmer's Daughter Mercantile at 418 Broadway in Tribune, Kansas.
Gooch's Foods of Tribune is your venture food store, and they're open 7 days a week. Check out Gooch's Food and Tribune for all your grocery needs, fresh meats, produce, and dairy products, and much, much more. That's Gooch's Food of Tribune.
Welcome back, folks. Brianna Hill is back to serve for Greeley County. They have the lead, 13-8. Hill's serve comes into play to Allen. Have it set back for Allen. Hill attempt. Hill sends it high. Whittem sends it high, and Yeoman sends it over to Hill. To Allen. Valenzuela gets it back over to a nice sweet spot on the floor. Not artistic, but it scores. Hill back to serve again. 14-8 to score. Flat foot serve goes into Rother. Aldridge with a set cross court for Allen, and Reynolds is waiting at the net to knock it down. Block by Reynolds. Big smile on her face. It's always fun to do things like that. Hill puts the ball in play again. Another low, nasty serve, but it's going to come back to Hill. Yeoman sets across court for Brandel. Brandel sends it to Rother. Hill sets Hill. Or Allen sets Allen, excuse me. And Reynolds gets set and puts it down. She just is getting better and better.
Yeah, she sure is. This team's getting better and better.
Hill to serve. 8-point lead. Here comes Allen. Valenzuela gets it to Yeomans, who gets it to Whittem. Comes back across, so put down hard by, I believe that was Aldridge, wasn't it?
Yep.
And she drops back to serve. Her flat foot serve goes into Brandel. And Reynolds was a little further away from the net than she thought she was, and she just jumped and spiked it.
Was she going to dunk it?
Yeah, well, kind of. It's kind of how that works, but you got to be a little closer to the net to do it. Here comes Aldridge, sends it into Brandel. Bumped over the net and out of bounds by Reynolds. Aldridge to serve it again. Sends it deep and out of bounds. He's going to send Yeomans to the service line. Yeomans slaps one to Rother. Rother sends it high. Bree Allen sets up her sister, who spiked it. Came back. They send it out of bounds. 18-11. 7-point lead for Greeley County. Yeomans with a nice serve. And great play at the net as Allen out-jumped Reynolds that time. McQuillan in to serve. Her serve goes into Yeomans, who gets a nice pass on it, and then it's just set over the net by Hill. Allen to Allen. Action at the net. Finally lifted, I believe, by Vincent. Excuse me, not by Vincent, by Reynolds. McQuillan sends it to Valenzuela, who gets a pass on it to Hill. Brandel blocked at the net by Rother. Rother again playing tough at the net. Reynolds bats it across, though. Allen sends it to Yeomans. Hill sets to Brandel. Brandel fires one. Great dig by McQuillan to keep things alive, and the ball comes back to Greeley County side. Reynolds fires it again. That time McQuillan couldn't get to it. Garcia checks in to serve. 19-13's your score. Here comes the serve, low one. That's put back by Aldridge to Hill. And at the net, great block by Allen. J.C. Allen getting up there to block Grace Whittam. Now Allen trots back to do some serving. And here comes her serve. Brandel gets a pass on it to Whittam. Back to Brandel, who just pushes it over the net. Vincent gets it to Allen, who puts it back across. Here comes Brandel, bumping it over the net to Allen. Vincent with a set for Rother, past the blockers, and down. And timeout taken. We'll take a timeout too. Score is 19-15 in favor of Greeley County.
Hennick Lumber and Supply in Sharon Springs is a complete hardware store where you'll find anything for your farm or home. Hennick also features lumber sales and more in Sharon Springs in Wallace County, Kansas. That's Hennick Lumber and Supply.
At Premier Ag, they know that seedsmanship is what truly sets Channel apart from other seed brands. It's being with you on your farm, assessing your conditions, diagnosing your challenges, and then recommending the best solutions specific to your needs. The Aldridge boys, Shane and Aaron, understand that working with you 365 days a year, they'll help you reach your goals. They're your Channel seed reps in Wallace County. That's Premier Ag.
Welcome back, folks. Got a good one going here. Just a 4-point lead for the Jackrabbits. The Coyotes, Allen. J.C. Allen puts the ball in play. Bumped in by Hill, and then Whittam sends it across to Aldridge. High set for Rother. Rother sends one off of the hand of Yeomans and out of bounds. And here come the Coyotes as they're only down by 3.
That might have been out of bounds, Mark.
But it was played. Here comes the Allen serve to Valenzuela. We have it set for Maddie Brandel, who pushes it over Rother. Allen sets it cross court to her sister Allen. They get it up. They set Brandel. Welch with a good set for Brandel, but good job over there by Vincent. And then Allen coming in to put it across. Here comes Welch jumping up and putting it into the net, and it's just a 2-point lead now for the Jackrabbits. As Weskan's J.C. Allen drops back, sends it to Valenzuela, who sends it high. Hill cross court to Brandel, who rolls a low one over the net, and it comes back. And Welch unable to make a play on the ball.
Reynolds is on the bench.
And right now, the Coyotes are staging a huge rally. Whittam sends it into the back row. Hill sends it high. Brandel with an opportunity for some offense, and it works. She fired it right down the line. Great effort to get there by McQuillan. But that ends a service run and gives the Jackrabbits a 2-point lead. And that sends Maddie Brandel to the line. She sends one long.
Oh, it was just beyond the line. Well, I guess it was quite a bit beyond the line.
Yeah,
actually.
It's easy to get that yellow line or that beige-colored line confused with the out-of-bound line. Brandel rolls it across to Allen. We have Bree Allen with a set to Aldridge. She rolls it across the back row to Brandel. And Whittam wanted to dink it across, and she dinked it into the net instead, and we're tied.
So Weskan has come all the way back down at one time big.
Yeah, they dug themselves out of a deep hole. Hill sends it to the back row to Aldridge, and she lifted it. Whittam now drops back to serve. He's had some success there. Greeley County with a 1-point lead. Here comes a Whittam serve. Goes into Allen. Comes back to Whittam. Yeomans. Welsh rolls it across to the back row to McQuillan, who gets it to Allen. It's put across by Aldridge. Bumped up high in the air. And here comes Yeoman going up and putting it down.
Good move by Yeomans.
Good quick jump that time.
Timeout, Weskan.
And we'll be back after these messages from some of our broadcast boosters.
J-Rod's Tire Service in Sharon Springs, Kansas is there to take care of all your tire needs. That's right. New tires, used tires, oil changes, small repairs. You can find them at J-Rod's in Sharon Springs, Kansas. Give him a call at 785-821-1141. And don't forget, he also offers on-the-farm tire service. Tractor tires, tires for the combines, truck tires, and of course passenger tires, all available. Brand names you can trust at J-Rod's Tire Service in Sharon Springs, Kansas.
Welcome back, folks. We got a good one going on here, very close. Whittam to serve, her team with a 2-point lead. That would be the Greeley County Jackrabbits in the red jerseys. Ball put in play. Allen receives it from the back row. She puts it across, and that's going to stay down. Nice back row kill by J.C. Allen. She's a pretty good player.
Yes, she is. Mother, of course, the coach.
Rother to serve, puts it in play to Valenzuela, who gets it to Brandel. They set up Yeomans and right on the
just
line.
Just inside or on the line.
And they bring in Reynolds. They finally rotated through so that she could come in and play on the front row. She's been very effective there. Here comes Welsh with a serve. Serves a bullet. Allen handles it, though. Other Allen sets it up, and here it's sent to the back row by Okeson. Brando gets it to Yeomans, throws it to Rother, put across by Allen, and that's going to stay down. One-point advantage for the Jackrabbits. The Coyotes with the opportunity to get a point now from the service line. Here comes Bree Allen. She serves it in, and that's going to clear the net. Was near the net, and Aldridge wanted it. She
really wanted it and hit it right into the net.
Yeah, got on top of it.
Maybe a little too far away.
Brianna Hill to serve for the game. Game point, match point. That's sent really high, bumped up, and sent back over. Valenzuela with a pass. Hill with a set. Yeomans with a dink. Sent back by Aldridge to Valenzuela. And then bumped up by Reynolds, and then Brandel fires it to Rothman. Allen pushed over and back by Aldridge. Set by Hill. Here comes Brandel, and that is still alive. No.
Four hits.
And that's it. As Greeley County pushed to 3 sets, they come away with a hard-fought victory in the final set, 25-22. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a bit.
Oxtown Cattle Feeders north of Tribune, Kansas is a dependable quality provider that offers custom cattle feeding and care. Experienced personnel give attention to detail and consistent care for your cattle. They have the capacity of 20,000 head, and they should be your first choice for cattle feeding. Cattlemen can always count on Oxtown Feeders. At Oxtown Feeders, they are also a member of the Kansas Livestock Association. Supporting the Jackrabbits is the Oxtown Cattle Feeders.
Pierce Lumber Company has offered quality building supplies for all your building needs in the Tribune area since 1983. They specialize in ready-mix concrete, hardware for all of your needs, windows, roofing, doors, metal, siding, and much, much more. That's Pierce Lumber Company in Tribune, Kansas.
Plains Mountain Truck and Equipment is a
Welcome back, Rich
medical
Epp.
clinic of Quinter is there to support the
Mark Carlton, Rich Epp. Well, Mark, Greeley County and Jordan Stewart has had to battle back down 1-0, but got it done. Two teams pretty evenly matched, really.
They really were. That was a good match. The first one, Greeley County came out flat, and they found themselves in big trouble, and they weren't able to dig their way out of the hole. But then they came out and looked like a different team for the next set, and then we had a nip-and-tuck battle in the final set of that match.
Well, the next match coming up now on Open Spaces Sports, I want to check here and see if I can figure this out. Golden Plains taking on Weskan. Golden Plains and Weskan coming up, and we'll have the coverage right here. For Mark Carlton, Rich Epp, saying thanks. You enjoyed the broadcast today. Tell those sponsors thank you. Make sure you patronize them, but tell them thanks, because without them, we couldn't do what we do. So that's the story from Grinnell on this match. Stay tuned for the next match. Rich Epp saying thanks for your time this time, and now until the next match, So long, everybody.
Today's broadcast was produced by OpenSpacesSports.com. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or any other use of this webcast without the express written consent of Open Spaces Sports is strictly prohibited.